Let's just be very clear here. You see, what the SDLP has got to address here is, do they want the transfer of powers on police and justice, or do they not? I was in Westminster for the past 2 days. The SDLP's contribution to the entire debate was, A, to try to not to allow the legislation to go through yesterday. And as I understand it, 2 of their MPs voted last evening and Mark Durgan didn't vote. Now, they need to explain why.
In the debate taking part.
Actually,
let's
no,
point
sorry,
that out, of course.
It goes back to the point, words are cheap, words are easy, because if you have a position, a principal position, you at least think you would stay there to cast your vote. Now, what's important here is, and I remind people, what's important is we have insisted that police and justice powers have to be devolved and transferred here to people who are elected locally. That will happen. And, you know, yesterday's step in legislation brings that a stage closer. And the SDLP can sit and say whatever they wish. They either want it to happen or not. And if they want it to happen, they should assist the process, not try to block it, which is what they did yesterday again.
But a number of
for their own reasons.
A number of very important points.
You've already made your points.
Sorry, and you've made yours as well. So give some time to others to make theirs.
I will.
Yeah, you know,
you're wasting time. Make them.
A number of things. The first thing is, you pretend to people tonight that devolution is a day closer because legislation went through yesterday.
The legislation went through yesterday. So does the SDLP support that or not? Do they support it or not?
Sorry, we don't support.
Did you even vote it?
Sorry, we don't vote for it. We don't support.
You don't even know.
Sorry, let me explain, because you know, you can be in people's face, Alex,
or you
can listen to proper argument and debate.
He's taking facts.
I want one at a time.
I want to press people out there. So listen to the facts. The first thing is, we want devolution of justice and policing.
What are you doing about it?
But what we're doing is making sure that it's done in the right terms. Sorry, and what you did...
How are you doing it?
What you
please let him speak.
But how will you secure it?
We'll get him to that. Let him speak, please.
We'll secure it on better terms than the surrender terms of the Sinn Féin party to the DUP.
How?
You said to the electorate last year...
How will you get it?
So you held up government last year for 150 days.
And we'll do it again too.
Yes, you will.
We'll do it again if needs be.
Because if needs be.
And you never supported us for one day.
Let's
never mind 100 days.
Listen to what Alex Maskey is now saying to the people of Northern Ireland. That having held up government for 150 days to get a date for devolution of justice, you are
to get rights and equality for all elected representatives of all parties.
You are no longer certain.
No.
You are no longer certain that you've got any agreement
on
devolution.
On this programme a couple of weeks ago, Jerry Adams said that when I asked him about was he concerned that it might take years, he said no.
Because he's not concerned.
There's no sense of urgency at all.
No.
And that's the point that Alex was making.
He's not concerned because it won't take years. No, that's not what he said. I watched the programme.
The big moment already in this programme... The big moment in this programme is that Alex Maskey has said that if necessary, they'll hold up government again for 150 days. We had that last year. Why? Because Sinn Féin wanted...
How will you secure transfer of police and justice?
I'll deal with that.
We haven't dealt with it yet.
I'll deal with that.
If you would let him speak, he will be able to make his point. Yeah,
sure. He's dealing with everything else but the salient point.
One at a time, please. We will ask him that.
So let me go back to the point. I'll go back to the point. Alex Maskey is saying they'll bring down government for 150 days again if they need to, which only confirms that having done it last year...
because you've made that point. Now, how are you going to secure it?
The question, how will you devolve police and justice powers? Tell us how you'll do that.
Well, I'll tell you how we'll do it.
Well, tell us.
We won't do it on DUP terms.
Tell us how you'll do it.
Let me...
Who will you do it with?
If you ask him a question, let him answer it.
Well, he hasn't. He's refusing.
You're not letting him answer it.
You see, this is what Alex Maskey
just answer it.
When they can't deal with the argument, they berate, they hector, and they shout.
You have a very short length of time to make your point. Just make it.
And this is how we'll do it. We said, and said it very clearly, that devolution of justice should have happened long before now.
How do you do it?
Alex Maskey, please let him answer the question.
Why? Because if it was good enough for the DUP to share policing power, it was good enough for them to share justice power. And when that argument should have been won, Sinn Féin conceded ground to the DUP, as you have done every day that you've been in government.
But if you're saying the DUP has a veto over Sinn Féin, why won't the DUP have the same vote over what you're going to produce?
For the very simple reason that as the DUP are now saying themselves, that when it comes to government, when it comes to hard issues, when it comes to negotiations, the SDLP are better at it.
I said that as part of an election campaign.
Richie ran the microphone between two unionists when we were standing up for equality.
Not part of election campaign.
Your minister
because
couldn't
the
contain
evidence,
glee.
Alex, is there and people know it. And your raised voice only goes to confirm it.
You see,
that you've got your eye wiped by the DUP
No, fair enough.
in government.
Criticise my party all you want, but tell me how you will deliver policing and justice. Just tell me how I will do it. Give us a lead then.
If you'd let him speak uninterruptedly for a couple of seconds, maybe he will.
And maybe he will for a couple of seconds. So that you get a lesson in political craft.
All right, OK.
Because
from you, I don't think so. Not from you, sir.
Sorry, well,
not from you.
Are you going to listen, Alex, or not? Are you just going to hector and shout down?
But I'm not letting you talk down to me and lecture me about having political craft or about getting my eye wet when you can't tell this programme how you will secure something which we will deliver.
So let me explain. If it isn't evident to you,
and you have about 30 seconds. Let him speak for 30 seconds.
When there have been problems in Northern Ireland society, whether it was political problems or policing problems or economic problems.
You're not telling us how you'll do it. You're not telling us how you'll do it.
Yes, the SDLP sorted them.
9 seconds.
Obviously, the electorate didn't accept
the Good Friday Agreement demonstrates it.
Our
implementation of policing demonstrates it. And what we publish next week on the economy will demonstrate it.
Thank you very much
indeed.
The electorate didn't accept that.